Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, at this juncture, we're going to tackle a vital topic entitled One Way ANOVA. I know some of you already know or encountered this term in your previous years, and others may not know it. So, without further ado, let's go discover, gain some insights pertaining to our topic today. So, one-way ANOVA or one-way analysis of variance. It is a statistical method to test the null hypothesis that three or more population means are equal versus the alternative hypothesis that at least one mean is different. So before we proceed, let us know what is a null hypothesis and an alternative hypothesis. So when we say null hypothesis, there is no significant difference between specified population. While the alternative hypothesis, there is a statistical significant relationship between the two variables. And also, one-way ANOVA is a parametric test, which means those that make assumption about the parameters of the population distribution from which the sample is drawn. So what is a one-way ANOVA test used for? So it is used to compare the means of two or more independent groups in order to determine whether there is a statistical evidence that the associated population mean are significantly different. So it is important to note that the one-way ANOVA should be used especially in comparing means. So it serves as a variable statistical technique for analyzing data with multiple group comparison. By providing insights into the mean differences across various groups, these methods offers researchers a comprehensive understanding of their data and helps them draw meaningful conclusions from their analysis. So, one-way ANOVA is also a helpful tool, no, in order for us future managers to have a better decision-making analysis in the future.
So here's the assumption that it must be satisfying for us to use that one-way ANOVA, the independent variable. The independent variable is acategorical or nominal with three or more groups. Uh, the sample should be randomly selected. The sample can be randomly assigned, suggested that an experimental design, but you could also use the naturally occurring and what is called a quasi-experimental design. The sample size are roughly equal. Unequal sizes increases the likelihood of one-type error rates divided by the smallest n of groups should not be exceed of 1.5. So the dependent variable or uh, dependent variable is quantitative at the scale level. So if we say the dependent variable, it must be quantitative at scale level. So it means its interval or ratio, the dependent variable that should uh, it should be approximately normally distributed within each group or category being compared. No extreme outliers. So it means that outliers are a concern in one-way ANOVA because they can affect the validity of the analysis. The assumption is that there is no significant outliers present in the data, especially in within the groups. Outlier can skew the result and distort the interpretation of group differences. So importante kayo to check and address our outliers ay ta mga conduct og analysis. So next is independence. The dependent variable data should be independent. It means that each data point or observation with a group is not affected by or related to any other data point in the same group. So next is normality. The dependent variable data are normally distributed. So this means that the value or the data of the dependent variable within each group or category being compared should be approximately normally distributed. So to check this assumption, statisticians often use technique like histogram, normal probability plots, also a formal statistical test like the Shapiro-Wilk test. And next slide. Uh, Next is homogeneity of variance. Assumes equal variance of scores across groups. So it means that homogeneity, that variance or spread of the dependent variable is similar across all groups being compared. So in other words, the variability within each group should be roughly the same. So next is Levin's test for equality of variance tests whether two sample variants are approximately equal. So it means it evaluates whether the variance of the dependent variable are roughly equal across different groups or categories. Yeah, so if the p-value from Levin's test is greater than a chosen significant level, so it suggested that the assumption of homogeneity of variance is met and it is reasonable to proceed with the ANOVA analysis. So as long as n is greater than 30 and n1 is equals to n2, n2 is equals to n3, ANOVA is robust to violation of homogeneity of variance. So robust means that a statistical method or model can still provide reliable results even if one or more of its assumptions are not met. So it indicates that the method is less affected by deviation from its ideal conditions such as outliers or non-normality in the data.
So the next topic is about hypothesis testing. So the intent of hypothesis testing is formally examine two opposing conjectures or hypotheses, the H0 and HA. So ang kanang H0 is null hypothesis na siya, symbolize na siya sa null hypothesis. Ang kanang kuan HA kay symbolize sa alternative hypothesis, which is nga i-report ni Miss Pia. These two hypotheses are mutually exclusive and exhaustive so that one is true to the exclusion of the other. So the null hypothesis represents an assumption about a population parameter such as a mean, proportion, or variance. Specifically, it states that there is no significant difference, wala say effect, or no relationship between variables within the population. For example, if we are comparing the weights, mag-compare tag duha ka weight sa two groups of apples, so group A o group B. So ang iyang null hypothesis, it could be the weight of apples from mean weight of apples from group A or mean weight of apples from group B. So if we are testing a new another example, if we are testing a new drug effectiveness, new drug effectiveness. So ang null hypothesis might be ang drugs has no effect on blood pressure. So when conducting hypothesis test, we start by assuming that null hypothesis is true. This means that nag-assume ta nga that any observed differences or effect are due to random chance or sampling variability. Think of it like a legal trial where the defendant is presumed innocent until proven guilty. Similarly, we presume the null hypothesis is true until we have evidence to suggest otherwise. Dayon the sign in null hypothesis is equal sign. It represents the idea that there is no difference or no effect. Dayon ang symbol sa null hypothesis is H substitute by 0. And the research remember that in hypothesis testing involves comparing sample data to what we would expect under the null hypothesis. If the observed data provides strong evidence against the null hypothesis, we may reject it and consider alternative explanations. So the next topic is one and two-sided test. So in one-tailed test, there are two-sided tests, one-tailed and two-tailed in null hypothesis. So the one-tailed test is used when you have a specific directional hypothesis. In other words, you expect the effect to occur in particular direction. It could be increasing or decreasing. Uh, the null hypothesis for one-tailed test typically an inequality sign. It could be less than or less than equal, greater than equal, less than or greater than. So example, if we are comparing the mean score of two groups, group A o group B, dayon ang null hypothesis nato ana, ang null hypothesis nato ana is ang mean score sa group A is less than or equal to the mean score of group B. So symbolically, it could be a null hypothesis. Population mean 1 to population mean 2 is less than or equal to 0. The one-tailed tests are often used when you have a specific hypothesis based on prior knowledge or theory. So the next test is the two-tailed test. The two-tailed test is more common and is used when you don't have a specific directional hypothesis. It tests for any significant difference regardless of the direction. The null hypothesis for a two-tailed test are typically involves siya og equality sign. So example na kanang naka-underline example na niya. So suppose we're comparing the heights of duha ka groups. It could be a group X and group Y. So our null hypothesis might be the mean height of group X is equal to the mean height of group Y. So the two-tailed tests are more conservative because they consider both extreme ends of the distribution. So ang advantages of disadvantages aning duha kay ang one-tailed tests are more powerful, detect smaller effects if the effect occurs in the expected direction. So, sa two-tailed tests kay are more robust and account for unexpected effects. So choosing between one-tailed and two-tailed tests depends on your research question and prior expectations. So nagdepende sa imong expectation and prior expectations.
So, alternative one-way ANOVA. So, in the context of one-way ANOVA, the alternative hypothesis states that there is a difference in means among the group being compared. Mathematically, it can be expressed at least one of the group means that is significantly different from the others. This means that there is a variation in the data that cannot be explained by chance alone, indicating that the groups have different population mean. So, let me give you an example. So, for example, let's consider 3 teaching methods, which is the A, B, and C. There are impact on the students of their exam scores. So, suppose we have 3 group of students through using this method, and their average exam scores are follows. So, ang katong nagamit sa teaching method A, nag-average iyang exam score og 85. Ang sa katong nagamit sa teaching method C, B is ni average ni iyang exam score is 70, and ang katong C so on nag 90 iyang exam score. So, if the variation in the exam scores within the group is relatively low, the score within each group are relatively consistent. So, sa batawa kayo, but the overall variation among the group means that large. There is a significant difference between the average scores of the groups. Then the variation among the group means cannot be explained by the chance alone. This indicates that due different performance among teaching methods. So, para mas i-explain ako gayo, so ang kining ANOVA one-way ANOVA alternative hypothesis is kanang murag iyang ginatry bitaw unsay difference sa among sa tulo, like iyang ginatest kini if kini nga method ang gamiton unsay mahitabo, pila ang exam scores nga pilang average exam score ang makuha kung kini inani ang makuha pag kini inani. So inana ang kining one-way ANOVA alternative hypothesis. So dili lang niya ma-explain kung unsa ang kaning chance alone. Dili niya ma-explain og tarong, pero ang sulod ani is kining sa lahi-lahi nga teaching method nga gigamit. So lahi-lahi pod ang average score sa exam nga pwede makuha. So mo na siya ang one-way ANOVA, like kining difference between sa average score sa per group nga gigamit na teaching methods. So Mora, thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Angel Jean O. Inopia and I'm going to discuss about the ANOVA test procedure. First is the calculation of the F statistic. The F statistic is calculated by dividing the mean squared between group by the mean squared within group. Mean squared between group is the sum of the squared between groups divided by the degrees of freedom between group. Then the mean squared within group is the sum of the squared within group divided by the degrees of freedom within. It is F equals MS between divided by MS within. The second is the comparison of group means. The ANOVA test compares the means of 3 or more groups to determine if there are statistically significant the difference between them. It does this by comparing the variance between the group with the variance within the group. If the variance between the group is significantly larger than the variance within the group, then it is suggested that there are difference between the group means. After calculating the F statistic, we compared if the critical value from the F distribution to determine if the difference between the group means is statistically significant. If the calculated F statistic is greater than the critical value, we reject the null hypothesis, which state that all group means are equal and conclude that there are significantly difference between at least two group means. If the calculated F statistic is not greater than the critical value, we fail to reject the null hypothesis, and we conclude that there are not enough evidence to suggest that there are difference between the group.
Hello, good day. My name is Ron Kenneth T. Pedreña. Today I'm going to discuss making sense of ANOVA, which is how to decide if group difference are real. Alright, so when we are driving into analysis of variance, we're basically trying to figure out if there is any real difference between the average of different groups. The starting point, called the null hypothesis, is that all these group average are the same. Now here's the fun part. to decide if we can toss out that null hypothesis and say, hey, these groups are different. We crunch some numbers and come up this thing called the f-statics. But wait, that's not all. We need to compare this f-static to specialized value from the f distribution. This value is like our benchmark, and we usually pick it based on significance level, often set at 0.05. If our calculated f-static is bigger than the benchmark, it is like the data is waving a big flag at us saying, hey, there's something significant going on here. In other words, it suggests that at least two of our groups have some real difference in their averages. But if our calculated f-static doesn't quite reach that benchmark, it is like the data saying, nothing much to see here, folks. In this case, we stick with our initial idea that all the group average are pretty much at the same. So, to sum it up, if our calculated f-static is bigger than our benchmark, we reject the idea that all groups are the same and include there's something interesting happened. But if it is not, we stick it the null hypothesis and say there's no strong evidence of difference between the groups. This discussion making process gives us a solid way to figure out if those differences we're seeing are just random noise or they are actually meaningful.